Hello, everyone, and welcome to the AFPC Reenlistments webcast on the fiscal year 2019 Selective Retention Bonus Program. This year's program authorizes 115 Air Force Specialty Codes for a bonus in one or more zones. It contains 86 carryover Air Force Specialty Codes from the fiscal year 2018 mid-year program, and 29 new Air Force Specialty Codes have been added. The fiscal year 2019 Selective Retention Bonus Program will also remove 6 Air Force Specialty Codes, and 10 Air Force Specialty Codes will have their multiplier reduced. For the 6 Air Force Specialty Codes removed from the list and the 10 Air Force Specialty Codes reduced, airmen will have until 30 October 2018 to qualify for the Selective Retention Bonus before it expires or is reduced on 31 October 18. Again, airmen have until 30 October 18 to qualify for the bonus before it expires or is reduced. The fiscal year 2019 Selective Retention Bonus Program is effective 1 October 2018 and consists of 115 Air Force Specialty Codes, authorizing a bonus in one or more zones. Additionally, under the fiscal year 2019 Selective Retention Bonus Program, the Air Force raised the entitlement from $90,000 to $100,000 per zone. This means your bonus is now calculated and capped at a maximum of $100,000 per zone. Airmen can obtain the full Selective Retention Bonus listing by visiting the Enlisted Retention homepage on MyPurse using keyword SRB. Under the fiscal year 2019 program, the Air Force added 29 new Air Force Specialty Codes to the authorized bonus listing. Those 29 skills are shown on the screen. Airmen who reenlisted on 1 October 2018 and who are in one of the eligible Air Force Specialty Codes identified should contact their military personnel flight to determine their eligibility and correct the contract if needed. Under the fiscal year 29 Selective Retention Bonus Program, 6 Air Force Specialty Codes will be terminated from the authorized bonus listing. These 6 Air Force Specialty Codes are shown on the screen. Airmen will have until 30 October 2018 to qualify for the bonus at the previous rate before it is terminated on 31 October 18. Again, you must execute a qualifying contract by 30 October 18, and airmen should contact their military personnel flight to determine their eligibility to qualify for the bonus before it expires on 31 October 18. Also, under the fiscal year 2019 Selective Retention Bonus Program, the Air Force will reduce the bonus multiplier in 10 Air Force Specialty Codes as shown on the screen. Airmen will have until 30 October 2018 to qualify for the bonus at the previous rate before it is terminated on 31 October 18. Again, you must execute a qualifying contract by 30 October 18. Additionally, please keep in mind, if you are not able to execute a contract by 30 October 18, you may be eligible for the bonus. However, it will be based on the lower rate. Airmen should contact their military personnel flight to determine their eligibility to qualify for the bonus before it expires on 31 October 18. This concludes our presentation portion of the fiscal year 2019 program changes, and we will now answer your questions for the remainder of our allotted time. A list of the questions and answers will be posted and available on MyPurse in a few days. Thanks for attending, and now to your questions.
Okay, please type your questions in the chat area. Please note the 4-sentence limit.
Or you can start with the question.
Yeah, I'm gonna show up.
Oh, you don't have any? Okay.
And we're also answering questions via Facebook Live. So for those that are listening to us on Facebook Live, please type your questions in the chat area. Thank you.
All right, we'll take the first question on Facebook Live. The question is, are there any updates on potential changes to the first term airman early retraining option?
Video contact retraining.
Is this I'm not sure if this is a retraining question. There's no changes for SRBs as far as what's in the reenlistments AFI that's authorized in the SRB. There's no changes. As far as the retraining program, we're not able to answer those questions.
Next question from Emin White. To clarify the members, his question is whether or not they reenlist on 30 October, will they qualify for the bonus? Yes. So if you reenlist on 30 October and your bonus is being reduced or terminated, you're good. The effective date for the reductions and terminations is 31 October. So by reenlisting on the 30th, which is the last day that the FY 18 major program will be in effect, you will still be good to go, okay?
Next question from Facebook. Was there anything that came of the 2017 SRBs that were dropped? Is there any way to file the corrections, or was this decision final? Why was the 30-day grace period not honored? I know the policy letter stated it would be honored, but come the contradiction. In 2017, when the February 17 list came out, there was not a grace period as there was on this list and the ones previous. So if you were eligible or feel like you should have been eligible, you'll have to submit an Air Force Board Correction military record request. Other than that, if you didn't reenlist before the February list and 17 was effective, you will not be eligible for a bonus.
Next question from Levi Graves. My original date of separation is 2020. I extended to May 2021. What's the earliest I can reenlist? So the earliest you can reenlist is, it's going to depend on whether or not you're a first-term airman or a career second-termer. So I'm going to assume that you're a second-termer or career airman. So the earliest you could reenlist if you're a second-termer or career airman is within 90 days of your ETS. Okay, so your ETS will be your February 2020 date, and your new DOS will be your May 2021. Okay, so update. So you're a first-term airman. So I'm taking you came in 2014 for 6 years. Okay, so the earliest you can reenlist is after you serve 60 consecutive months. Okay, so February of 2019 is going to be the earliest you can reenlist.
Next question. Why was the decision made to only have 3 and 5 skill levels in Zone C for the 2A9X1 Echo? With this being a 10 to 14 year zone, it seems to be insulting to the 7 levels in both the duty and primary AFSCs. The answer is all decisions that are made on what SRBs are entitled come from A1, and your functional or those functionals decided based on manning which skill level should be authorized the SRB.
Next question from DCS from Linda. Question is, the member has 30-day grace period in order for them to qualify the bonus, even though they reenlisted before the new bonus came out. If they reenlisted before the new bonus came out, then their reenlistment does remain firm, and they're not eligible for the bonus off the FY19 program. So any reenlistment that occurred on before 1 October of 18 will not qualify for the FY19 bonus. So there's no grace period prior to the SRB list coming out, okay? Yes, we can. At the end. Say by tomorrow. That's my question. Okay.
Next question from Facebook. When will these slides be available on My Purse? We're going to update them as soon as we can after today, so they may be available today, but they will definitely be out there by tomorrow.
First question. Hey, Kyle, this is Michael. Your question about the 1C5 slicks next. Can you clarify your question a little bit, please? It's only a D, so he's asking what the slick is next. If your question is talking about the 1C5 X1 Delta and why the slick is not on it, or if it will be in the future, unfortunately, we're not able to determine or give you an answer on that. But only thing I will tell you is the 1C5 X1 Delta, which is the weapons director guys for the command and control battlefield management operations, will qualify for the bonus and the zones listed on the list.
For Facebook, next question for Caleb states a little different, but has there been anything in regards to higher tenure for those airmen affected who are interested in the new bonus? So for Zone A, if you reenlist while in Zone A, you're authorized to have your higher tenure changed from 8 years to 10 years. And for tech sergeants in Zone E, they're authorized to have their higher tenure, if they qualify for a Zone E, they're authorized to have their higher tenure changed from 20 to 22.
Okay, we'll take your last minute questions, last call for questions, either on Facebook Live or on the webinar DCS. We'll give you another minute or two, and if we don't have any further questions, we'll close out. Thank you for joining us. We'll allow one more minute.
For Caleb on Facebook, states, just to clarify, does that then reflect senior airmen moving to 8 years?
Yeah, so if you are a first-term airman, regardless of grade, and you are qualifying for a Zone 8 bonus, regardless of your grade, you will get a higher tenure adjustment, okay? So most likely it means senior airman below, because if you were staff, then you'll already be set to 15.
For TJ, can you explain the latest MyPurse email about reduce, remove SRBs?
Okay, TJ, so we sent out emails for the reductions and terminations to all affected airmen and career fields. And so basically that email that you got in MyPurse is telling you have until 31 October to qualify for the bonus list. So we want you guys to look at your eligibility, contact your servicing MPF, and see if you can get the bonus before it goes away. So that email is just a personal reminder to you, okay?
That's from MPS.
Next question from the 31st MSG here. Looks like Airman Dewey, why doesn't the SOB populate email PDFs when the E63 is being processed? For those that's on Facebook, that's not a issue you guys deal with a lot. But basically on the personal side, you're getting that because the SRB is not necessarily projected in the details line. You'll find it often under when it occurs with a reenlistment for a second term or careerman. So make sure you have the SRB populated in the SRB/CGR details line. If the member is not a first term airman, then leave the SRB, leave the CGR data blank and process that out.
On Facebook, TJ's asking for clarification, and I believe he's still talking about the My Purse emails that came out. And he's stating, is that for physical year 18 and then or 19? It's for the new bonus list. The email that came out is saying you have until 30 October if your AFSC was reduced or terminated to still get the bonus. And then Timothy states still no bonus for 2A6s. I believe that's the question. That is correct. There is no bonus authorized for 2A6s.
Okay, as the clarification expand upon, TJ, for your question, is that for FY18? Okay, so the terminations are based off the FY18 mid-year program. So if your AFSC is one of those, it's on the 10 list for termination, then you have until 31 October. If you're on the list for the reductions, then you have, again, until 31 October.
But yeah, do it by 30.
Next question over here from Evan White. Questions about a possible webcast and talks about the higher tenure. Unfortunately, higher tenure is not a reenlistment program, so we can't speak to that program. But if it changes, I'm pretty sure that the retirements and separation folks will be pushing out a webcast and or additional information on that program.
Okay, we're going to take one last question from Facebook from Carlos. Reenlistment cap went from 90K to 100K. What about lifetime cap? Some career fields hit the 200K cap before Zone E. Is this addressed? Right now, as far as addressing it, the cap is still 200K.
Well, many thanks for joining us today. We're going to disconnect now. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Great evening.